St. Vincent said something the other day that really ruined my week. She said, "I am so glad that I moved to New York City and met all the freaks like me." Those aren't freaks, St. Vincent, okay? Those are attractive people with heavily vetted idiosyncrasies. Every eccentric fashion choice has been run through a think tank of NYU undergrads that would blow your hair back. You want to see a freak? Go to Albany. Go to Albany College for Computer Arts and Sciences. I'm also exhausted from pretending to like the music of St. Vincent. I wish that someone like a Robin Williams and Good Will Hunting figure could go door to door and just say, "You don't have to pretend to like the music of St. Vincent." I do, though. I do. You don't have to pretend to like the music of St. Vincent. I fucking do, though. Don't fuck with me. Not you. Not you. You don't have to pretend to like the music of St. Vincent. I prefer the Counting Crows. Her melodies are all head and no heart. It sounds like somebody dialing a British telephone number. It sounds like a supercomputer writing a jingle for a ski resort. I'm also tired of people normalizing the word freak. Sometimes I'll have 2 lattes. I'm such a freak. Sometimes I'll sing along to music in my car. I'm a goddamn freak. No, you want to know about a real freak? I went to theater school, and there was this guy named Crazy Pete, a self-given name, Crazy Pete. And he had this big ass, this big proud ass, this Christmas goose, this terrific bassoon player's ass. And he wrote the horrible line between theater student and engineering student. A nasty nether space filled with sinister characters with confounding agendas. Just to give you a sense of Crazy Pete's anarchy, in the dining hall every day, they would lay out the desserts at a certain hour, and people would kind of mosey over, politely. Not Pete, no. He would station himself by a pillar, waiting for them to come out. And as soon as they made contact, he would do this perverse goblin shuffle. Let's see that again, this little trickster's dance. Like Kate Bush trying not to miss the last shuttle to a Renaissance fair. Just to show us that he wasn't playing by our rules. One day in theater company, which was like a weekly circle jerk for all the theater students, where we would compliment each other's bold choices and rub our headshots together. Everyone had like a catchphrase during attendance. It'd be like, "Sarah Spalding," and she'd be like, "You got it, Dave." But one day I walk into theater company and there's a gloom over the room. The usual glee is far, far away. I go up to my friend Buck and I'm looking around. Everyone's just sitting, just twiddling their thumbs. And on stage, in the middle of the stage, Pete is just mopping something up. I go to my friend Buck. I say, "Buck, what in the name of God happened here today? What happened here on this very day?" And he said, Crazy Pete came in with a giant glass jar of honey, and it slipped out of his pea coat pocket and shattered all over the stage. And I look at Pete, and he's just grinning. Like this was all part of some divine plan. That's a freak, St. Vincent. That right there is a freak. How we doing? We dating? Anybody dating? Okay. Got some up the snout there. That's fine. Right up the old truffle finder. Not a problem. Now, on that same stage, after it had been cleaned up of all of the honey, and I cannot express to you how much honey was on this stage. It was a stage much bigger, just filled to the perimeter with honey. After some poor maintenance guy had to clean up all that honey, who I imagine has not had a full night's sleep since. Hey, baby, come back to bed. No, babe, no. Why'd he have all that honey? No, I'm still missing something, baby. No, it doesn't add up. This was no teddy bear grocery store amount of honey right here, baby. You had to drive to Skanitos to get this kind of beekeeper hardware. And that's gonna cost you. Why would you just want it to all shatter? No, I'm missing something, baby. This was no Winnie the Pooh crime, baby. On that same stage, my concept of adulthood was forever shattered. I took a lot of modern dance classes, and I don't see what's so funny about that. Never mind. No. Yeah, the show was going all right. Then something went wrong. I took a lot of modern dance classes, and I'm okay. I just need to towel myself off because I am dripping farcically for you guys right now. What did someone just say very nicely and meekly over there? Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, yeah, because you guys are close. You're seeing it. It must not be easy to see me melt like Dorian Gray style for you. Haven't even read it. That was a very poor use of time. I get that. And if I had any representation here, that would be their one note. Maybe don't take a dust bath like a chinchilla in the middle of your show, Chris. Especially while trying to break into a new market, when you've already announced that you need access to steam. On that same stage, my concept of adulthood was forever shattered. My modern I went up to like modern 2/3 in modern dance. I never made it up to modern 5, but I would occasionally peek in the room, and they would just be flying around, just like the dragon from the Never-Ending Story. I had this teacher named Kevin Magee, and Kevin Magee was trying to teach us about jumping one day. And he said, you want to be in the air for as long as it takes to say your own name. And then he went, Kevin Magee. Just a grown man locking eyes with me in midair while proclaiming his own name. Like some kind of blonde Pokemon. Kevin Magee. Changed everything. Oh, one can be paid for this line of work, for taking a break from terrestrial life and announcing oneself in the atmosphere? Kevin Magee. Although that's easy enough for the Kevin Magees of the world. Poor Giovanni Di Benedetto is in the corner having an existential crisis. Just, Giovanni Di Benedetto, no! Giovanni Di Benedetto, who am I? No, too late, too late, too late, too late. They never really tell you, they never prepare you for how screwed. Don't want to take a picture of me with my hand on my hip in this outfit, because I'm just gonna look like a bar mitzvah entertainer. This outfit looked a lot different on the rack, also. I get that I look like one of Bruce Springsteen's ex-wives right now, who makes him take her on tour to sing background vocals poorly. Just, baby, we were born to run. Oh. They never tell you, they never prepare you for how screwed you are after you graduate theater school. What basically happens, if you haven't, Skidmore, yeah, that's a school way far away. Was that condescending how I said that? In a country called Massachusetts. You can get there by boat or by air. You can do it on foot or by mule, but I wouldn't recommend it. I just locked eyes with someone who was like, this is not company is coming. Imagine having the gall to take a shower on stage like I just did and then insult someone like that. My 2 IMDb credits are going to my head right now. Has this been out the whole time? Was not a single one of you in this nice progressive pocket in an otherwise conservative state going to tell me anything? Oh, thank you, okay. That was just clearly a skater right there. That was such a Disney Channel skater voice. It's hot, dude. It's hot, man. No other way to say it. I was in the Austin airport and there was a guy, clearly a homophobic guy, just staring at my boots. These boots, just like... And he was like decked out in so much sports gear, just like hockey stick, helmet, football, indoor soccer shoes. And I was like, oh shit. And he came up to me and he was like, those are really good boots. Where were we? Oh! After I've been replenished and hydrated, that's just the sound I make. Means I'm complete. Okay. I yearn for the days socially when conversation was very organic, like in high school, college. Like I never said anything I didn't want to say with my friends. It was very natural. I know that a social situation is not going well in adult life, when I find myself saying something that could be found in a Learn to Speak English textbook. Do you go to restaurants? What sides do you order? Do you have a grandmother? How hungry does she become?